Is social media making us meaner, or are people just assholes? What is up, guys? Namo Himalaya. Stephan here. I'm a communications scholar, media literacy advocate, and law of attraction practitioner, and today we are going to talk about the outrage machine, social media platforms. Now, obviously, I'm a big proponent of social media. If you're watching this on my YouTube, you can find me on a whole host of other platforms. And in general, I think it serves as a great tool to connect and share information and stay up to date with friends around the globe. But if you've been on the internet as long as I have, then you know social media feels quite different than the days of MySpace bulletin boards and Facebook walls. It's not only the ubiquity of these platforms that have changed, but the actual algorithms that have evolved to totally reshape user experience, and as a result have totally reshaped our world. Recent leaked internal documents from Facebook show that in December of 2017, the company tweaked its algorithm to prioritize what it called meaningful social interactions, or MSI. The idea was to increase post engagement by assigning different values to likes and comments based on the relationships of the users, which in theory sounds fine. Theoretically, a picture of some newlyweds with hundreds of reactions and comments wishing them well would be pushed up to the top of their friends' feeds, while a post about someone's lunch with zero interaction falls further down the timeline. With this change, Facebook did see a significant increase in engagement, but prioritizing MSI did not create real-world, meaningful social interactions. In fact, you could argue it did just the opposite. The MSI metric prioritized negativity, and any post creating controversy, sowing division, causing people to continually back and forth fight in the comment section received more organic reach. Which makes sense, right? Because all these social media platforms we're using for free do have a cost. And what we're paying them with is our attention. Whenever you open one of these platforms, there's an artificial intelligence working to keep your attention and keep you on that platform. These companies' goal is to get you to click as much as possible, and they will pull out all the tricks in the book to make you do that. Recommending a memory with your ex, putting an incendiary political opinion at the top of your feed, whatever keeps you engaged. The anger button and the like button are all just clicks to these companies. The content you're engaging with makes no difference to them. So we know social media is legitimately designed to outrage you, to keep you ranting and raving and debating on their platforms. If we're aware of this, it may be easier to avoid falling into a failed internet fight. But there are more factors to consider. Online communication and in-person communication are quite different. 100 years ago, almost all communication was conducted in person. Sure, we had letters and books, but the telephone was the only real way to talk back and forth so rapidly. And with the telephone, we can hear intonation, which is not the case online. Without hearing someone's tonality or being able to see them, we lose out on a lot of nonverbal cues that inform how we interpret their message. Relying primarily on text-based interactions to communicate opens the door for a lot of miscommunication. Jokes may be taken literally, sarcasm or satire may be missed. We all have different reading comprehension levels, and unless you know someone well, their writing style may be foreign to you, making their meaning harder to grasp. Studies suggest that reading an opinion versus hearing it makes the communicator appear less thoughtful, less emotional, and less mentally capable. Additionally, the lack of vocal paralinguistic social cues can reduce feelings of social connection between the communicator and the listener. So interacting with someone via text only can actually be quite dehumanizing. And this is the majority of our interactions online. Online interaction also allows for much greater anonymity than in real life. Because anonymity reduces the potential for accountability, greater anonymity is associated with disinhibition and aggressive behavior. These social media platforms allow you to passively browse others' lives, learning about them and passing judgment on them without ever interacting. This makes it much easier to forget that we're all dynamic, unique individuals, and gives us permission to paint someone as an other that deserves to be taken down, ridiculed, or canceled. So before you embark on your next Twitter battle, get fighting in the comment section, or waste a bunch of time having a Facebook debate, remember to pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, why? Why do I care? Why is this worth my time? Why am I angry enough to interact negatively? Who's profiting off this outrage? Remember, these platforms are designed to keep us occupied, and they found the most efficient way to do that is to keep us divided, afraid, and obsessed. Let's flip the script on them. Prioritize love and positivity, and pay the haters no mind. Half the opinions you're fighting against aren't strongly held by the person you're fighting with anyway. They too are lost in a social media quagmire of information overload, negative content, and manufactured outrage. So remain aware of how you're being manipulated when you're using these platforms, and give yourself a break from them when needed. We all may be living more online nowadays, but it's important to remember that online life is not just a reflection of the world. It's a distorted one. Well guys, I hope you found this video helpful or learned something from it. Got a lot more to say on social media's effects on our real world lives, but I will save those discussions for another video, another day. But please look forward to that. If you're interested in this topic, I definitely recommend checking out Stephan. He's a technology ethicist that has done a ton of work on this. If you got any benefit out of this video, please be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe. And don't forget to hit that little notifications button, because I'm committed to bringing you 3 new videos a week, so we can all continue learning, growing, and not only survive, but thrive in 2021 and beyond. Thank you. Love you.